Hello students. In this lecture, we will study the most important function, the quadratic function and graphs. Before I start quadratic function, I want to tell you that whether it is quiz or midterm or final exam, every time you will get a minimum 4-5 marks question from quadratic function. First, in this we will learn what is a quadratic function. Then we will learn little about graphs of quadratic function. Then there are 6-7 properties for quadratic function. We will learn all those. And in the next lecture, we will try to solve the questions based on quadratic function. So first question comes, what is a quadratic function? A function, or you can say a function f such that r to r. If f is a function from real numbers to real numbers, it's called a quadratic function if f is in the following form. Fx equals to ax power 2 plus bx plus c, where a, b, c, all three are real numbers, and the most important thing here is a cannot be equal to 0, because if a is equal to 0, this part will become 0, and this quadratic function, it is quadratic because of x power 2. Clear? X power 2 is available, so it is quadratic. Clear? If x power 2 removed, it will change into linear function. So a is not equal to 0. This is the primary requisite. Clear? So any function that is written in this form is called a quadratic function. For example, we can learn here fx is equal to, look, x square. This is a quadratic function, equal to 3x square plus 4. It is a quadratic function. Fx equals to minus 2x square plus 7x plus 1. It is a quadratic function. Clear? So all of these functions having x power 2, x power 2, x power 2. Clear? That's why these functions are quadratic function. Now, some important things I want to draw your kind attention. Number one is the domain, because it is a polynomial function. Domain of quadratic function. Domain of a quadratic function is R. Domain of polynomial functions is always R, the set of real numbers that we are studying for last 3 lectures. That the domain of polynomial function, and quadratic is a polynomial function. So the domain of this function is R. What is the another thing? The name of the graph of a quadratic function is, what is the name of the graph of the quadratic function? Parabola, parabola. This is the name of the graph of quadratic function. Clear? But there are two conditions. What are those conditions? If a is greater than 0. A is greater than 0 means, for example, fx equals to, say, 3x power 2 plus 4x plus 1. If this is, look, here this is greater than 0. Another we are taking here B, if A is less than 0. A is less than 0 means fx is equal to minus 3x square plus 4x plus 1. Clear? Look here. The value of A is minus 3. The value of A is 3. 3 means positive. So A is greater than 0 here. Value of 3 A is minus 3. So value of A is less than 0. Clear? So in this case we get upward parabola. Upward parabola. What is this called? Upward parabola. And it is in the shape of U. This. It is in the shape of U. This is the shape of the parabola. Capital U shape. Clear? And here it is a downward parabola. In this case, we get a downward parabola. Downward parabola is what shape? It is opposite, like this one. Clear? So this is the upward parabola when we are having A positive, and this is the downward parabola when we have A negative. Now, third one thing I will explain you standard parabolas. In point number 3, we will study fx is equal to x square. So what is the graph of fx is equal to x square? Look, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and the graph of this parabola is like this one. Look, this is fx equals to x square, and this is called this is called this point vertex, and here the coordinate of the vertex are 0, 0. Clear? One more thing I want to tell you, that domain of this function is R, that I explained on the previous slide. But if we are talking about the range, then I explained you in the last lecture also that domain is the values of x, range is the values of y. Clear? You will see there is no graph here down, only graph is above side. Graph starts from here. Clear? Graph is starting from this line. This line the graph is starting. There is no graph below this. Clear? So the graph is going like this. It is going in this direction. And what is this value? This is 0 here. And what is this value? It is plus infinity. So what is the range of this parabola? The range starts with 0 and it is going up to infinity. Please remember this. Or you can say there is another term you can define it, y is greater than equal to 0. They both are same. Clear? So the range means where the graph lies on y-axis, and it lies on the positive side of y-axis. So the range in this case is 0 to infinite. And if we study another graph, fx equals to minus x square, if you will study, what is in the fx is equal to minus x square? It is just opposite. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and the graph of this parabola will be like this one. Clear? This is the parabola. What parabola? fx equals to minus x square. So again the same thing I will tell you. This is the vertex, this corner where the curve making a what means corner. Clear? Vertex, and what are the coordinates of this vertex? 0, 0. Clear? But here you will see this is the positive direction of y-axis. Clear? But this is the negative direction of y. So the graph is going this direction. And what is here? Here is 0. And what is here? Minus infinity. This is the negative side. Clear? So what is the range of this? The range of this is minus infinity to 0, because it is interval always starts with negative number and most negative number, and it is in increasing order. So it is minus infinity to 0. So this is about fx is equal to x square. And what is this called? This is called upward parabola. Upward parabola. Why this is upward parabola? Because here we can write it 1 into x square, and this 1 is positive, greater than 0. Here, if you will see, it is minus 1 into x square. This is negative, less than 0. So this parabola is called downward parabola. Clear? If it is above opening up, so this is it is opening up. This side it is opening. Clear? It is opening means it is a straight. Clear? So this is the upward parabola, or sometimes we call it positive parabola also. This is downward parabola, and sometimes we call it negative parabola also. Clear? Now, two special type of things I want to bring into your kind notice, and I will explain them in form of example. If fx equals to x square minus 1, what is the impact? So look, there are two things here. If we give attention as far as with the previous lecture in which I explained you the x-intercept and y-intercept of the linear function. So look here, what is the x-intercept here? X-intercept here, how to get x-intercept? Put fx is equal to 0. So x square minus 1 is equal to 0, and x square is equal to 1. And if you will take root of x square, what you will get? Like this one, and this square root cancelled by this square. So x is equal to plus minus 1. Clear? These are the x-intercept. That means the curve will cross from 1 into 0 and minus 1 into 0. This is about x-intercept. And if we try to find the y-intercept of this, so how we'll get y-intercept? Put x is equal to 0. Put x is equal to 0. So how f0 is equal to 0 minus 1. So f0 is equal to minus 1. That is, what is this? Minus 1 is the y-intercept. You can say the curve will cross through 0 minus 1. Clear? So if I want to draw the graph of this function, then look here, this quadratic function. And I want to tell you here what we can write it, 1 into x square. This is first function minus 1, and here it is 1 positive. So this will be a upward parabola. This will be a upward parabola. So we need to think about three things. In the next coming examples, I will explain you how we are, means what important things we need to draw a parabola. First thing we need vertex. Second thing we need the x-intercept. And third thing we need the y-intercept. If these three things we have, then by identifying this value, whether it is a positive parabola or negative parabola, we can draw the graph. So here, what is the y-intercept? It is 0 minus 1. What is the x-intercept? It is 1 comma 0, and it is minus 1 comma 0. Now draw the parabola. This is, oh, that is too far I make. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Clear? So this is the parabola because the y-intercept is here, this one, and the x-intercept is here. Means this is the point where curve will cross y-axis. These are the points where the curve cross x-axis. Clear? So this is, and why it is upward? Because this value is positive. Here the value is positive. So it is upward parabola. Now one question I want to ask you, what is the range of this? Clear? So range will be whatever the value is here, it will be up to infinite because it is going up. It is going up. So it is infinite. But which point it is starting? If you see, it is starting at minus 1. So it is minus 1 to infinity. Or in other form, you can say y is greater than equal to 1. range of this graph. This is x square minus 1. But on the other hand, if I am taking, say, another example, fx equals to 1 minus x square. What is the difference between 1 minus x square? Look here, this can be written as minus x square plus 1. Clear? Because this is negative. So negative is here and plus 1. So look here, this value is negative. So it will be a downward parabola. First you need to identify what type of parabola it is. Downward parabola. It will be down. It will be in this shape. Clear? Downward parabola. Now we need to find the x-intercept. So fx is equal to 0. So 1 minus x square is equal to 0 and x square is equal to 1, and like the previous question, x is equal to plus minus 1. So curve will cross 1, 0 and minus 1, 0. These are the 2 points. And if we try to find the y-intercept, put x0. So f0 is equal to 1 minus 0 and f0 is equal to 1. So 1 is the y-intercept. That means the curve will cross on y-axis at 0, 1. These are the x points. This is the y point. And if we draw the x-axis and y-axis, my dear friends, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Now, first we'll draw the y-intercept, 0, 1. 0, 1 is here. And this is 1, 0. This is minus 1, 0. So if you will draw the parabola, it will be like this one. It will be like this one. This is little expanded like this. This is the parabola. And what type of parabola this is? Downward parabola. Clear? And where it is ending means it is negative side. This is negative side. So what is the range of this? Range of this, it is coming from minus infinity. This is minus infinity side. And where it ends? 1. And it is closed interval. So this is how to draw the graph of some specific functions that I explained. How to evaluate the domain, how to evaluate domain, because it is a polynomial. All these are polynomial functions. So domain is always R. Clear? In chapter 1, domain is R in polynomial functions. Clear? But range for every parabola is different. And generally we ask this question in your what we call it questions. What is the range of this parabola? Clear? Now some specific property I will explain you in this slide, and these properties are very important, and I will request you as well as suggest you to learn these important properties. What are the? Let us look. Properties of quadratic function. Properties of quadratic function. What it is function? What is the function? Fx equals to ax square plus bx plus c. Clear? You need to remember this graph, this function, quadratic function may be written as x minus h whole square plus k. This is given form. This is the given form. This is we are reducing ax minus h whole square plus k. What is h here? H equals to minus b upon 2a. Clear? And k is equal to c minus b square upon 4a. These two values, this is h is equal to minus b upon 2a and k is equal to c minus b square upon 4a. You need to remember. This will help you a lot. All quadratic function we are reducing in this form, clear? But to reduce the function into this form, h and k you must be it. Without evaluating, we cannot do it. Clear? Now there are some important properties. What property number one comes? Property number one comes is vertex. What is the vertex of this parabola? Vertex is h comma k. So vertex, what is the vertex? Vertex is the point from where the curve one side is going down, another side starts increasing. So if we are taking this parabola, this is the parabola. So this is the vertex. This is, and in this, if this is the vertex. These are the vertex. So the vertex coordinates are given by h and k. Number two is axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry means a line that divides the graph into two symmetrical parts. So point number two is axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry. If you see here, this y-axis is the axis of symmetry and axis of symmetry because it is dividing. Look, if this is the graph, then this line is the axis of symmetry that divides the parabola into two equal and symmetrical parts. Here it is increasing, so this side also it is increasing. Clear? And this is the vertex. Clear? So this line, so f, this is x is equal to h is the axis of symmetry. Please remember, x is equal to h is the axis of symmetry. Now number three is minimum value of the function. Minimum value of the function. When minimum value will exist? Minimum value will exist if a is greater than 0. A is greater than 0 means this is. So this is minimum value. Here we have minimum value. Clear? And minimum value, this is minimum value, point number A. And this point number B is maximum value. Maximum value exists if A is less than 0. So if A is less than 0, this is the parabola. So this point is the maximum value because all values are less now. Here all values are greater. Here all values are less. This is the maximum point. And minimum value and maximum value are given by f h is equal to k. So f h is equal to k are the minimum and maximum value. But you need, means in exam we may ask you question whether in this parabola minimum value exists or maximum value exists. So if look, fx is equal to x square, the minimum value exists in this. Okay, I'll write at another place. If this is, then example you can take is fx is equal to x square. And here the example you can take is fx is equal to minus x square. Because here a is positive, so minimum value. Here a is negative, so maximum value. Understand? This is property number 3. Property number 4 is we comes into domain and range. Property number 4. Domain is always R. No need to check because these are polynomial functions. So domain is R. What is the fifth one? Fifth one comes in range. Clear? Range have two cases. Case number A is greater than 0. Case number B, A is less than 0. If A is greater than 0, what type of parabola will have? Will have this type of parabola. Clear? So this point is K. So what will be the range? Range will be, it will be K to infinite. This is the range. Clear? And here a is less than 0 means parabola will be like this. So this is the K point again. So what is the range in this? Range in this is minus infinity to, this is the range. Clear? So this is how to find the domain and range. Now sixth point come is x intercept. X intercept. So x intercept, there is a problem here because the form of what we do, put fx is equal to 0, and fx is equal to 0 means we get ax power 2 plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is, so you need to solve it by the quadratic formula that you learn in basic mathematics, minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. It will give you two values, the x intercept on x-axis. Clear? Because this is a quadratic function, x power 2. So in this question we will get 2x intercept maximum 2x intercept. Sometimes there is no x intercept. Clear? And we will get exactly one y intercept. And what is y-intercept? Y-intercept is put x is equal to 0. So f0 will be the y-intercept. f0 is the value that will give you y-intercept. Understand? So these are the 7 properties that we are going to study for any quadratic function. If other than these, I'll get in between, I'll explain you. So a big video, I'm closing this video here. We will start another video to learn the examples. Clear? So till then, thank you very much. We'll move to the another video.